Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're here at VRML 1. We got no time to introduce this. We've got W, we've got Kangorillaz, and they've readied up. So here we are. We're in, we're live, we're going. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's me, it's Psychaotic. As soon as Psychaotic can get herself into this one. So don't worry, we're here, we're going, and it is going to be getting the disc first is going to be W. W sending this one in, but no, that is going to be picked up, and it is held and sent down the right side. They're not going to get it, though. Some good pressure coming in from that W stack, but not enough as Loveridge is going to get this one and clear it through that tunnel. They've got the stacks, they've got the lead, they've got the long shot, and that is in for 3. Say hello, 3 points. Kangorillaz coming in hot off the top and picking up right where they left off on Horizon Worlds. Excellent work getting those first 3 points here, only 30 seconds into that first round.
I'm sure it was fantastic. Unfortunately, Echo is being very framey. Okay, it's better now. I'm going to attempt to cast. We'll see what happens. Giggity Gow now taking the joust here for W, sending this one over to Citizen, then down low cross to Bloop. It's Bloop doing some moves, trying to keep it away, and does get the pass off to Giggity, who sends it to Citizen, but shut down there by Empty. Empty now looking for this low cross over to Strembitsky. Just a little bit too far in front of him, though, not able to handle that pass, and instead it ends up in the hands of Bloop, but not cleared out. Mad on the back line with the reads. Will get the interception. Will get the sent up now to Loveridge, but Loveridge shut down there by Jake. And now W trying once again to get this one out of their bubble, and this time the clear is good.
Yeah, clear. A good little redirects there on the clear. They got part one of it, got it to center, and then immediately turned around. And they've got a good steal here. Bloop with the disc with a couple open targets. Down below, that's Jake. Jake underneath is Citizen. Citizen looking for that lane. No, not gonna find it. Mad comes across and gets the save there, and is gonna get this one cleared out of harm's way. Down it goes into the trap area, and it is Strembitsky who's there to send that up. A good little bounce pass to Empty, but Bloop gonna get back and get a save of their own, still maintaining that 3-point lead. It's gonna fall loose near the mid. It's fought for. Loveridge is gonna get a hand on it, but that's not enough. Jake is gonna get it and clear it up for W.
Yep, Jake clearing this one into the zone. It's Empty there, first pocket, picked by Bloop. Oh my goodness, what a steal there from Bloop to get W on the board with that 2-pointer, and they will now cut this lead down to just 1.
Yeah, 1 point. That's exactly what they needed, right? There were a couple chances there where it looked like Kangorillaz might, explode out and start chaining a few together. And you really, really don't want that to happen if you're W. You don't want this to start spiraling. You don't want to have a huge lead that you need to find yourself coming back from. So excellent job getting that pocket pick and getting those 2 points following that solid defensive effort. Coming back up here now, it is going to be Strembitsky underneath the goal, looking for that cross pass, not going to find it. Has a second attempt, though. Is that stunning out the defender? Now the goalie gets the stun, and Strembitsky, that's a nice easy one. Tucking that into the corner, restoring that 3-point lead.
That one into the corner like putting a child down for a nap. Oh my goodness, Strembitsky with the easy 2 there.
What a loving and tender father.
Oh, yes, Strembitsky loving tender. I can't. Okay, it's Citizen now sending this one through the mid, bouncing right into the hands of Jake, but oh my goodness, Empty is all over him. Now sending this one through the close side tunnel. It's bouncing high. The stack's together, but it's actually Giggity there first, setting this one up to Citizen under some pressure here from the stack. And oh, trying to bait the ender, no good. They get there anyway, and almost a half-court shots there from the midfield, but instead bouncing into the hands of Empty. Empty under some pressure here does get the reset off to Mad, who sends it down low to Leverage. Leverage now finds Empty at the Ghost, who crosses back to Mad. Oh no, that pass is going to be just a little bit off, and it gives it time for Jake to get there. Stack's coming in. It's going to be a race off the backboard and all the way in for the 338 meters out. Oh my goodness, we are tied 5-5.
When you get a leech there, when you get a leech on the back end of that stack, even if it doesn't directly impact the play, you're trying to throw up your shield, you're making sure the leech doesn't stun you out, and that did all the work in making sure that one could bounce all the way in and tie this game up. We're 5-5 with 5:55 on the clock, and it's Mad now as we do. It's gonna move up to Leverage. Leverage with some space. They're gonna move this one up slowly, our Kangorillaz. They're looking to try and find a good break here. They're not gonna rush it. They've been having good, consistent success on the offensive zone, and they're just going to try and keep that going here as long as they get those accurate passes. Strambitsky coming and gets a good cross, and Empty is going to tuck that one in, restoring that lead. 7-5 Kangorillaz.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this. Ain't nothing sussy about that play. Strambitsky sending it over to Empty and securing the two-pointer there for Kangorillaz. Now up 7-5. Half the round remaining, though. I mean, plenty of time left on the clock. This is anyone's game as Giggity now sends this one up to Citizen. Citizen with the immediate cross over to Jake in the tunnel, drawing out this pressure from Empty before finding Bloop. They have numbers in the bubble. Down low cross to Citizen. And with a little bit of help from the teammate there, they will secure the two-pointer for W.
Yeah, excellent back and forth here. You know, I was going to wait for like a Chicago or some fun ping moments to kind of throw out that word sneak, but well done. Full marks to Psycha. 7-7. We got ourselves a good back and forth here. Coming out the tunnel, it is going to be Mad with a disc. Mad looking under pressure there from Bloop. Is going to cause a turnover here, taken away from Strambitsky. Look underneath the goal. The defense is full back here, and Jake is going to get that stolen by Empty. Wasn't ready for that defense to be back there, and here they come with a quick counterattack. Bouncing that one off the ceiling, looking to get into the offensive zone. They've got it, only the goalie to beat. Mad with all the time in the world. Gonna put that one in, restoring that lead. Despite constantly coming back and tying it up, W just has not been able to grab a lead yet. 9-7. Kangorillaz back in front.
Solid attempt there from Leverage, but that is what your teammates are there for. Mad securing the two-pointer, and as you said, I mean, W is yet to find a lead here in this round, but there's still 4 minutes remaining, plenty of time to do it. This one's going to go over to Citizen, who sends it high mid to Bloop, under some pressure there, looks to bounce through to Jake. The pass is a little bit off. It is going to be a race. Jake looking for it, chasing it. It's actually Bloop there first on the ceiling, though, finding that low pass to Citizen. Citizen, what a bounce off the backboard for the two, and yet again, we are tied up here, this time 9-9.
Yeah, at any moment, I'm waiting for just Kangorillaz to actually chain a few together and start ringing the Grim Reaper to come and collect W, but still, they keep sticking around. Nice. And they're keeping it nice and tight. 3:30 left on the clock, still lots of time for, you know, a lead to develop here, but both teams really seeming very, very evenly matched so far here. It's going to come through the left tunnel. Strambitsky looking for that long three. There's the bounce. There's an open goal. You can't leave those open against Strambitsky. And it is punished. 12-9. Kangorillaz back in front. How long will this one last?
I mean, first of all, Strem is just built different. But then second of all, we've seen a lot of exchanges of two-pointers. This three-pointer, you know, this 1-point difference might haunt us for a while here. I don't know. But it is going to be Giggity now, sending this one through, bouncing into the hands of Bloop in the tunnel. Bloop getting a good cross over to Jake, who's pushing this one forward. Stack is lurking. Jake looks to send this one over across to Bloop, but oh no, a little bit off. It's just a self-pass, driving into the bubble, finding Citizen down low, who secures the two-pointer. Oh my goodness, W cutting this lead down to just 1 point once again, and that is where that three-pointer is going to haunt us.
Yep, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but you can only do that if you keep even or push ahead. W now find themselves in the position of needing to chain together a couple together. 2:22 left on the clock. Still time for that to happen. We could even see a few more back and forth still, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see a little more pressure being applied here from W, and they do have that stack in the zone. Backing out eventually after they did lose that one as the stack came apart. And just like that, it's going to be Kangorillaz able to easily move this one in. Oh, but a missed pass there, and Strem is going to miss that one. Try to leech back, but no, Jake is going to come in here. But an even faster stack comes in, but they don't have the accuracy. Finally, we see back-to-back points for a team just when they needed it most. W takes their first lead of the round 8 minutes in.
Listen, W is looking for that W right now. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Every goal going forward is going to matter. 1 point difference. Here comes Kangorillaz. It's going to be Mad as the QB, sending this one high over to Loveridge. Loveridge looking to send this one through, but oh no, a bad bounce. Bouncing around in the mid. It's empty there first. Stunned out, stolen by Bloop. Bloop feeding this one, looking forward to Jake, but oh no, just a little too far in front of him as this bounces high into the bubble. It's Mad there first. Mad looking for this sent up to empty. It does connect. Feeding it forward now, looking for Strem, but it's going to bounce a little bit too far back into the bubble. Just kidding. Who said too far? It wasn't me. It is right to Strem, but Strem gets shut down by Giggity Gow. Oh my goodness, Giggity sends this one through high mid. Recollected here by Jake, but stunned out. Stolen away now by Loveridge. Loveridge feeding this one through, looking for Strembitsky. It will find him off the bounce, but oh no, loses a hand on it. Picked up here by Empty, moving around on the wall, looking for the 3, and he finds it.
So many chances there for the 3. Strem had one underneath, but wasn't able to hold on to the disc. Finally coming up. They are going to get this one. And now with just 36 seconds left on the clock, we definitely could see ourselves going to overtime. If they're able to pull this one back together, as we've seen happen so many times. It's up to Citizen now. Citizen is going to clear this one in, looking for a teammate, is going to find it. That's Bloop on the wall. Bloop moving in, got teammates, got one underneath, got one on the side. Here we go. We're looking for those tie points. 15 seconds on the clock coming in. There it is. We're tied. Overtime, everyone.
I mean, what more can you ask for? A back and forth game, and just when you think Kangorillaz has it secured, no. W brings it back, tying this one up, and sends us to overtime in round 1. This is... Man, listen, I expected this to be a close game. I did not expect OT right out of the gate.
Yeah, like it's been ridiculous with the back and forths here. It's really been something. Like normally we'll see teams going little hot streaks and cold streaks if we get ourselves in overtime. I have not seen a back and forth game like this in quite some time. And so it's really gonna be who gets that first chance here, and it's looking pretty good for Kangorillaz, or at least it was before Strembitsky got stunned out by Jake. Oh, but then the turnover back the other way. Oh, this is looking bad. Oh, but they missed the shot. They missed the shot. It bounces out and gives the defense time to get back. And just like that, they do get back. They get the stun here, and potentially a counterattack option here for W. It's going to be sent out that Jake is coming in with Giggity Gow. And a bounce. A wild bounce is going to give Jake a chance at this one. Getting one stun, getting another stun. Oh, but not in time. Doesn't have the reinforcements. And wow, still waiting on that goal. I was really expecting that to come in quick. 1:22 left in this first overtime, as it's going to get cleared up and out. Here comes, it's going to be Kangorillaz. No, they messed this one up again. They lose possession, and it gets slapped away. No, they're not able to finish this one. Another chance, the cross comes in, but another defensive play. W standing on their heads to keep this one out.
I mean, W putting on quite the performance, but Strembitsky finally saying enough. Getting the 2-pointer there for Kangorillaz to win this first round. I mean, man, it was Kang taking round 1, but can we talk about that defense there from W? How many, certain goals did they just stop there in a 15-second span?
Yeah, it was a lot, and unfortunately that's kind of the problem with playing the defense like you're playing there, right? They are making great saves, but because they're reacting so quickly, right? You're like, okay, we have to get over here quick to stop this one. We have to get back over here now, stop that one. They've never had anyone in position to get the disc and to get it cleared. They didn't have anyone for a pass option when they finally did get the disc. And so you're playing on your back foot, and you gotta hope for something. But they could never get it cleared, and so it was just constant, relentless pressure from Kangorillaz, and that ultimately ended up winning the round for Kangorillaz.
Yep, indeed. Everybody's been hyping up Kangorillaz, talking about Strem and Mad coming back, and part of me wondered, after seasons apart, would Kang have the same energy, the same synergy, the same chemistry that they are so known for, working it up and down the arena? And the answer, quite clearly, as we saw in round 1, is yes. Nothing has changed. These players, they're passing to each other up and down the arena. They're, we won't talk about that overtime, but their work in bubble has been unparalleled, and it makes me even more excited to see what we're going to see from them going further into this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's still room for improvement, right? Like we have seen some missed passes here that are a little uncharacteristic. They're performing very well, but there's room to go even further here. Coming out the gate, we're in. We're round 2, and without much opposition, W is going to take that opening joust. And hey, the way we've seen things going, whoever scores first is probably going to get themselves a decent advantage here. But W's not able to finish. They're going to lose it. It's going to get cleared, but some good stuns will help them out on that end. They're able to get back on defense, get the clear. Oh, that's going to be Jake looking not quite an open goal. The defense is back. There's a goalie. And then, oh, some nice moves by Bloop is going to send this one underneath to Giggity Gow. Giggity Gow coming in, taking the shot, putting it in. And the crucial, critical first points of round 2 are going to go to W.
14 meter a second shot there, which is not being critical. It's to point out any higher in that goal, the goalie would have had it. So Giggity's placement there, great work getting the first points for W. But here comes Kangorillaz with their first offensive joust of this round. It's gonna be Mad sending it over to Loveridge. Loveridge coming down from the ceiling, trying to find some pass lanes, but Jake has it shut down. He does get the pass off to Mad though. Mad keeping an eye out for this incoming pressure, sends this one forward to Strembitsky. The lane closes, but he does. Thinking he had it reopened as the goalie phased across the goal, but no good as it bounces off the ding ring and is now back into their own zone, where it is recovered by Mad.
Yeah, Mad with it on the back line. We've seen a couple chances here for Kangorillaz to kind of pull this one open, or at least in this round, to make the comeback that just haven't connected. And like they've been making the impressive threes and the cut passes, but having trouble putting in some of those close ones. Not there, though. Loveridge going to come in and put in the equalizer, bringing Kangorillaz back to a 2-2 game here. Minute and a half off the clock, still lots of time. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of back and forth because these teams don't seem to be deviating away from the plan. That's the way they want this one to play out, and very well, we're here to call it as we'll play out back and forth. Let's see when W will score.
Yep, we will see when, because it is not an if, as this gets sent up to Bloop here. Bloop eyeing up this open lane, but Mad is hiding behind the nest. A great interception there, and Mad sends it right back where it came from, bouncing off the floor, up into the bubble. Oh my goodness, where are the stacks? There they are. It's Mad getting it done on both ends of the arena, securing the two-pointer and getting Kang the lead.
Back-to-back points from a team. You don't see that here that often. Make sure you clip that, because I'm sure that'll be great to watch if you have the in context of the entire rest of the game. But hey, nice little back-to-back points for Kangorillaz, doing a good job of reestablishing that lead that was so critical for them in that first round and allowed them to be the ones playing on the front foot for all of that first round. This is going to get cleared in, but Strembitsky is back to recover that. Is going to reset it back to Mad. Mad, under a bit of pressure, is able to get that one off, and a good target. Looking for empty. They're going to send this one down, trying to hit Strembitsky in stride. Strembitsky is going to get stunned up by Jake, though. Jake winning a good battle along the wall there, and is going to get this one cleared up to Citizen in the trap area. Citizen, they're looking to see if they can do this one quickly. There is a goalie back, and gotta watch out, because here comes Loveridge. No! Bloop with the ender, buying some time, looking for that shot, gets it saved, but persists, and Bloop ties this one up. 4-4.
The story of persistence and perseverance in 5 seconds right there. Bloop getting away from Loveridge, stealing it back from the goalie. This man will not be denied. Oh my goodness. But now we are tied up at 4 apiece, and it's Kangorillaz' joust advantage. Mad coming out of the tunnel as the QB walks this one all the way up to station before sending it to Strembitsky low mid. Strem over cross to Empty. Empty sends it back over to Loveridge, drawing out this pressure before sending it to Strem, and Strem! What a shot, but what a save there from Giggity Gow, getting this one sent out of the bubble up into the hands of Jake, who clears this one through high mid. It gets to the defender. It's in the hands of Giggity, but Giggity, no options in the bubble, just chooses it to do himself. Oh my goodness, what a drive there, and W is up by 2 once again.
Wow, the finish, incredible. The pass to set that one up, that assist. Like, you throw that one in, like, you could look at that as just being clear, but first you have to dodge the defender sitting at the mid, waiting to intercept a high clear, so you get it around them, and then you have Giggity coming in, perfectly reading where that bounce is going to go, is exactly where it needs to be, and we've seen another lead change as a couple back-to-back coming in from W. How long will it last, though? Oh, it turns out a little longer. A great save coming in from Giggity. Second attempt, though. Strembitsky will not be denied there. Good initial stop, but Kangorillaz, persisting, will get this one back. Tying us up at 6.
I mean, listen, Strem gets the points. Great pass from Leverage. Great work there. But my goodness, Giggity Gao is quickly proving to be one of those goalies you have to find the extra pass on, or you will not be scoring. Great, great stuff from him this evening. And here they come once again. It is W with the joust advantage. Giggity sending this one back to Jake in the tunnel. Jake now walking this one forward, looking for that cross over to Citizen. It does connect. Stack is on him, though, forced to send it back to Jake. And Jake, not able to get the ender up in time, gets it stolen from him by Empty, who clears this one all the way through, bouncing up high to the ceiling into the hands of Empty. And oh my goodness, getting it done on both sides. He will secure the three-pointer here for Kangorillaz.
Yeah, and we saw last round how critical that three-pointer ended up being with teams trading twos so often. So hey, we're halfway through here. It's 6-9. Nice. And it will be W coming out of the tunnel here to see if they can answer back. It's going to be picked up by Giggity Gao. Send it up to Citizen. Citizen is going to look to clear that through, but under pressure is going to turn it over to Strembitsky. Strembitsky moving in, has a couple open pass options. There's one. You've got Empty on the cross, or you did until those stuns came back from that offensive stack. They're just going to reset this one back as Kangorillaz sending it back to Mad. They've got a couple open options here. Empty looking to Strembitsky. Strembitsky resetting it back to Mad. It looks like they're playing for time here because they've had chances to move this in, but they keep moving around and it's gonna cost them. No, Jake gets there with the stun, but isn't enough to get the steal. Strem over to Leverage, Leverage underneath, over to Empty, Empty back to Strem, to Leverage. Enough passes, take the shot. Empty with it under the disc, both teams in the goal. Finally, we get one from Leverage. Leverage put that one in. And this is the biggest lead we've seen all game. That is a 5-point lead for Kangorillaz.
5-point lead. Listen, you say, playing for time. Honestly, the defense from W has been so insane that Kang recognized, you know what? Hey, we had that 3-point lead and we can use it to our advantage. They were not going to push until they saw something that they liked. And eventually they did and secured the 2-pointer as a result. But here comes W looking to answer back. It's Citizen sending this one through the tunnel up to Bloop. Bloop on the wall, keeping an eye out for this incoming pressure before firing it across to Jake. Jake driving and looking for that little pocket, but not on Mad. Oh my goodness, what a save as Mad clears this one through the far side tunnel, bouncing back into the hands of Jake. Jake looking for this open lane or the pass. Either way will not connect. Instead, it is Giggity Gal looking to finish it, and that does not go in either. Bouncing into the hands of Strem, who gets this one cleared away.
They had chances for a 3 and weren't able to capitalize. You only get so many of those. Like Strembitsky. Speaking of threes, Strem is hitting those from distance whenever the opportunity presents itself. We haven't seen much breakaways after all this back and forth, but it looks like Kangorillaz might finally be pulling away here. And after that close round 1 win, Foot is really to throw right now as W gasping for air.
The Wii fence has been insane from W. That cracked me up. All right, here, so, speaking of W, they are not done yet, as that pass from Jake does connect with Bloop, and Bloop secures the 2-pointer off of it. I mean, listen, a 6-point lead may be more than what we've been seeing in the rest of this game, but it is still not over.
I feel like Wii Fence is something that Nintendo would put up around their property. It is going to be out of the tunnel coming. It is Mad with the disc. They're going to send this one up. It's going to be Leverage. Leverage looking down, and that is a missed connection there, which could prove costly, especially when W does need to start chaining some together here. Clock working against them. Minute 40 left on the clock. They're going to send this one in deep. Not able to get there. Is that an own 3? A self-goal 3 from Empty, looking back at the goalie who was not ready for that. And suddenly we've got a game. What?
Suddenly, boy, what did I just tell you? This is not over yet. All it takes is a play like that to get them back into the game. And with 1 minute left, I mean, there's technically time for 2 twos if they so choose. The 1-3 would be much safer. Mad now looks to send this one through. Oh, an awkward bounce, but Empty does get to it, feeding this one all the way through, looking for the stack in motion. It connects with Strembitsky, and Strembitsky gets Kangorillaz back up by 5. That may have been the ice.
Yeah, not much time left on the clock. 50 seconds. They'd have to score a couple, and they'd have to go quick. Little glimmer of hope there with the own goal 3, but it may be too little, too late here. A very good, important goal there for Kangorillaz to reestablish that 2-score lead. Citizen with the disc now is going to look across, see if they can get a stun on that stack. Not going to happen. Here comes Strem approaching the disc. Jake is going to clear this one up ahead. 30 seconds left on the clock. Not much time left, especially with that turnover there. Empty says thank you very much. Clears it out. puts the icing on the cake, the nail in the coffin, whichever metaphor you prefer. It's going to be down. Strambitsky going to get a steal, float it over to a teammate, tries to go back. Citizen will say no. We're keeping this at a 5-point difference. That's all you get.
Yep, and maybe looking for one score to take home with them. It is, in fact, Giggity Gao sending that one up to the top portion of the goal. And though they get it to within 3 points, too little, too late, and it's Kangorillaz taking this one in 2.
Yeah, like EJP saying in chat, the icing on the coffin. Incredible stuff. They give us a very, very exciting games here. In ways that I haven't seen in a while when I've been casting, right? All this back and forth, seeing who's going to get the first 2 points, the next 2 points. An own goal 3, you don't see that very often. But hey, it was a lot of fun. For those of you who are watching over on Horizon Worlds before, who jumped over here, Kangorillaz giving us some quality entertainment tonight, and W proving to be a very worthy opponent. A very excellent game here.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't really ask more from a game. First round OT, and then within 3 in the second round. Great work by both of these teams, but in the end, it is Kangorillaz taking this one home. Quick peek at the stats. My goodness, 5 saves from Mad, 17 points for Strambitsky, 5 assists from Loveridge, an empty, it's a very solid stat line and getting it done all over the arena. Just great stuff from all of these players. And I'm super stoked to have been here for this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Strambitsky gonna Strambitsky. That 17 points is absolutely nothing to sneeze at, and exactly what we've come to expect from this player over the past number of years watching his career. So that's it. We're one and done. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining and watching this. We have had a ton of fun bringing this game to you to close out week 6, which has been week 6, right? We're in week 6. Week 5? Week 6. Closing out week 5, season 6, week 5. I have been Offbeat. My lovely co-commentator over here, Psycha, has been pleasant enough to come and join. Wonder Team Man, running things on the cams, doing excellent as ever. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Love you. Don't forget to follow and save up those points for more future word sneaks to completely trip up Psycha and make us sound ridiculous. Have a good night, everyone.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.